The concubine had just entered the household, yet she already wanted to set rules for the main wife. But before she could act arrogant for long, the main wife slapped her straight to the ground. The husband was furious at the sight. He immediately threw out his late father-in-law's memorial tablet, forcing his wife to back down, all just to protect his beloved concubine. But he never expected that this move would only hasten his own downfall. The wife, burning with rage, grabbed a sword and hurled it at him. The sharp blade grazed his arm, leaving a bloody gash. Gasps filled the room. No one had ever imagined that the once gentle main wife knew martial arts. The man, enraged, drew his sword, ready to strike her down. But even though he was a battle-hardened general, he was still easily defeated by his wife. The concubine panicked, rushed forward to help, only to be sent flying with a single slap. At that moment, the younger sister-in-law, who had been silently watching, finally couldn't hold back. She hurriedly urged the man to banish his wife from the household. Hearing this, the man's gaze turned cold, regaining his authority as the master of the house. He drew his whip and launched a sneak attack. The maid, seeing the danger, immediately stepped in to assist. But before the man could strike a second time, the wife caught the whip with her bare hands, rendering him motionless. No matter how hard he struggled, he couldn't take it back. Instead, with just a slight tug, he stumbled and fell to the ground in disgrace. Realizing that brute force wouldn't make his wife submit, the man simply took out the divorce papers he had prepared long ago. As long as he cast her out, he could still seize her dowry. But despite all his careful planning, he never expected that his wife had already seen through his schemes. She unsheathed her sword and slashed the divorce papers into pieces. In this world where men ruled over women, she would reclaim the rights that belonged to her. With that, she turned and left without hesitation, heading straight to the palace to plead her case. When the emperor saw her arrive, he assumed she had come to beg him to stop her husband from taking a concubine. His voice turned cold as he spoke. The imperial decree has been issued. The marriage cannot be changed. But the woman calmly replied, she hadn't come to beg. She had come to request an imperial decree, to divorce her husband instead. The moment she spoke, everyone was utterly shocked.